You, it's G-Stacks. Welcome to my first DBD video. I spent 1K hours on Survivor and 1K hours on Killer just to be able to make this for you guys. As of filming this right now, the most recent killer in Dead by Daylight is none other than himself, Jason Voorhees. So if in the future you're looking for counters to newer killers, check the channel. I'll have them covered here. We're going to go top to bottom in the in-game killer list, and to save you the trouble, I'm even going to add the timestamps in the description down below. Let's do this. We are going to keep this as quick as possible for your convenience as a viewer, but killer number 1, Trapper. Trapper, not a very complicated killer at all. It's quite literally in the name. He puts down traps, which are the things that you are going to want to destroy. Literally just focus on where he's putting down his traps, walk up to them, and disarm them. That's it. You counter Trapper. The Wraith. Now this guy is a speed demon, but his downside from that is that he has to be invisible while doing so. Find a pallet immediately and drop it when he comes out of invis. The Hillbilly. I'm just gonna let you know right now, if you're on a map that has hallways, brother, you are cooked. This guy has a chainsaw and he runs in a straight line, just pew! So if you can, avoid the hallways. The Nurse. Whenever you run around a corner and she's about to blink towards you, just turn around and run back in the direction you came from. The Shape. You have to deny his line of sight. Do not let him look at you. Try your best to stick around pallets. And whenever possible, drop the pallet and run. The Hag. Just look out for her sigils she can draw on the ground. You can crouch through the sigils, and when you're crouched on top of them, you could wipe them off the ground, removing them until she puts them back down again. Doctor. This isn't something you can always pull off, but you can hide in a locker whenever he's about to pop his ability. But one thing you really want to do is pay very close attention to skill checks. The Cannibal. Sometimes you'll be able to hide in the locker to avoid that barbecue chili perk. And just like Hillbilly, he can hit something accidentally in a loop with his chainsaw, so try to stay in those cluttered areas. The Huntress. Pretty simple. Big woman who throws axes at you. Make sure you run left and right while you're looping, or in open areas. And just like a lot of killers in the game, stay in the cluttered areas. Don't make it easy for her. The Nightmare. Make sure you use those glowing white alarm clocks to wake yourself as soon as possible. You don't want to get caught in Dream World by this killer. The Pig. Make sure you take off that helmet as soon as possible. You do not want to have that on for the entire match. The Clown. You want to make sure you take advantage of Killer Shack a lot against this guy. His potions are no joke. And if you can't take advantage of Killer Shack, you can always pre-drop the pallet. Don't try to time a pallet stun on the Clown when you could easily drop the pallet and get away anyway. The Spirit. Now remember guys, when the Spirit uses her ability, she cannot see you. Spirit players solely rely on audio cues. So you can bring in a perk like Iron Will and combat that. Or, don't tell anyone I told you this, but you can use quiet characters like Ace. Yes, it is true that Dead by Daylight characters do have different sound levels. And also when she's phase walking towards you, you never know. Throw a little 360 spin in there. You might make her miss. The Legion. I see people make this one mistake, and it's always new players. Whenever you're in a lobby with a Legion, do not heal. Do the generators. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's the one surefire way to make sure you're not wasting time, because the Legion will just come up to you and make you injured anyway. His whole goal is to waste time. Don't give him that. The Plague. Another killer. Don't feed into their ability. Hey, if nobody cleanses, she doesn't get her ability, right? Just make sure all you guys are on the same page. Because one person cleansing, giving her her ability, can make the match a nightmare for everyone else. The Ghostface. Ghostface works a lot like Myers does. He's a stealth killer who relies on line of sight. So make sure you break that line of sight. You also want to make sure you look directly at him to break his ability and reveal him. The Demogorgon. So for this guy, he puts down portals. You just want to break him. The Oni. With this guy, I see another huge mistake that people like to make, and it's usually either the new players or the cocky players. You know who you are. You want to make sure you heal as soon as possible. Also, if you're injured, stay away from the killer. You're just giving him his power. I'm looking at you, 1% loopers. Stay away. The Deathslinger. This guy basically shoots a harpoon that can chain and reel you in. So, just like some other killers, you want to make sure you dodge those attacks. the Executioner. So for this guy, you might want to, get into the groove of movement a little, tap into that movement to dodge his straight line ability. But one big thing you can do is to crouch on his trail so you don't get marked. The Blight. He's another very fast movement killer. You want to stay in those cluttered areas. Also, very similar to Nurse, hiding behind those random objects can also throw off Blight when you're in an open area. The Twins. I know it might seem crazy, but keep Victor attached to you. You know, the little baby thing? Keep him on you. If you can handle the heat that comes with doing that, you can absolutely strip Twins of her power and render her useless. The Trickster. Against this guy, same thing. He has his knives that he could throw in one direction. You just want to avoid the line of sight. Keep breaking line of sight, and the Trickster cannot do a thing. The Nemesis. One tip that you can absolutely use for this killer is whenever you're at a window, crouch. The whip will not hit you, most of the time. The Cenobite. There is no counter because he doesn't exist. You'll never see this killer because Dead by Daylight lost the license to this killer. Just joking. There are people out there who still have him. And if you do see him, make sure you zigzag. Don't let him hit you with those chains. The Artist. So what she's going to do is she's going to try to throw some crows at you, but they can only go in a straight line. So whenever she puts the crows down on a loop, just W key out the loop. It works almost every time for me. And I don't think I have to say the obvious, but avoid the crows when you're on the generators. Whenever you hear her scream go off, move. Get off the gen. The Onryō. For this killer, she can kill you if you're not paying attention. And I don't mean hook you, I mean kill. Make sure you're always paying attention to your character portrait on the left so you know when you have to bring those tapes back to Blockbuster. The Dredge. Now, I'm going to give you a super big brain tip that a lot of new players make a mistake on. Yes, we all know when the Dredge is in the lobby, you have to lock the lockers, right? Do not lock all of the lockers. If there are a bunch of lockers grouped up in one area, just lock one of them. The Dredge will almost always choose the locker that is locked. The reason for doing so is if you lock every locker on the map, the Dredge is just going to break them all. In about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to have no safe zones. The Mastermind. You don't counter this killer. He counters you. Absolutely joking. Stay around those cluttered areas. His ability is a line dash. Make it hard for him to dash at you. The Knights. Honestly, to this day, this guy still has my number. I just quit the lobby every time I see him. But in all seriousness, sometimes you can run up to a window and it'll make his guards jump through the window. Sometimes you can manipulate them like that. But in a lot of scenarios, what I find that works against this guy is just W keying as much as you can and hope that you can make it. Kris Jenner. Turn off her drones. Also, bonus tip, you can crouch through the drone scan in order to avoid it. The Singularity. Now, one big mistake that I see a lot of new players making is whenever you try to run away from this guy, he teleports on your back and you're dead. So I'm going to give you a counter for that. One trick that I use a lot against this guy is that you jump through a window, run a few steps, see if he's going to teleport on you, and then just go right back through the window. You lost him. The Xenomorph. For this guy, you just want to take advantage of the turrets on the map, place them down in key spots, and that'll break him out of his ability whenever he's trying to walk you down. The Good Guy. Now, this killer is a little unpredictable. You gotta listen out for him. But one thing you could always make sure he's not on you is by paying attention to those character portraits on the left side of your screen. A lot of the time, you can actually tell if Chucky's hunting somebody or if he's already in chase with somebody. Use that to your advantage. The Unknown. Stay in those open areas as much as possible. You gotta dodge those projectiles. He can bounce them off walls if you're in a crowded space. The Lich. So this guy has 4 abilities he can throw at you, but pretty much the most dangerous one is those purple skeletons. Make sure you crouch through them. The Dark Lord. This guy has 3 different type of powers he can pull out. Here's how to be ready for them. His fire shoots in a straight line. Make sure you zigzag it. When he's in the dog form, he's very fast. Make sure you drop a pallet on his nose. And when he's in his bat form, it's very similar to how Spirit works, where she can't see you and she's teleporting. Except he moves a lot faster than Spirit, so make sure you leave that gen before he even gets there. Because if you don't, he's going to be right on top of you. The Houndmaster. Absolutely nobody in the community plays this killer, so you're good. She can send her dog after you. Sometimes just fake a window, make the dog jump over it. It's pretty funny. The Ghoul. Yeah, you lose. Just leave the lobby, honestly. These are some of the sweatiest, stinkiest players in the entire community who have so many hours that you cannot even fathom. So just DC. Just make sure you're always around a pallet, because if you're out in the open, yeah, it's over for you. The Animatronic. Now this guy is pretty cool. He's kind of like Huntress, but with extra steps. He can sometimes hit those crazy Call of Duty kill cam tomahawks, so watch out for that. It's highly unlikely though. What you don't want to do against this guy is use his teleports too much, because if you get caught in the door, he's going to grab you, and he will be able to hook you. The Krasue. Yeah, probably just DC on this one, boys, I'm not going to lie. But if you do happen to run into this killer, try to take some hits for your teammates when she's in the floating head form, and you're not infected, because it will take a while for you to be infected, and you'll be helping out your teammate big time. The First. Very similar to some other killers. Make sure you're breaking that line of sight, double back, put the moves on him. He'll miss a lot. And a lot of the time, don't even bother dropping pallet unless you absolutely have to. I've never seen a Vecna player break pallets unless they have to. The Slasher. This is a projectile-based killer, so make sure you're behind those high walls. Try to always be behind cover so he can't get you. The Judgment. And for our newest killer who's not yet in the game, but in the PTB, use obstacles against Divine Light. Make the Judgment predict your dodge, not line up an easy beam. And there you have it. That wraps up every single killer in Dead by Daylight. Now guys, listen, we were all new players before. Be nice to each other, help each other out. This is the whole point of the video. And yes, I am a Dead by Daylight channel. So if you guys are looking for more, please press the subscribe button. I put a lot of work into this video, so if you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know which killer you enjoy playing against the most, or enjoy DCing the most against. And that's all from me. See you guys in the next one.